I want to be honest with you today. Not the polished version, not the resolved version, the real one. I have spent time looking back at certain years of my life and feeling like I wasted them. And even now, even after everything that has shifted in the last 90 days, that feeling still visits me sometimes. Maybe you know that feeling too. The question that woke me up, that actually changed the way I move through my days, was not about the past at all. It was about this next hour. Just this one. Stay with me, because what I found when I stopped looking at the years and started looking at the hours changed everything. A year is 365 days. A day is 24 hours. And when I finally really sat with that, when I stopped looking at the big picture and started looking at the actual unit of time I have control over, something shifted. I cannot unlive a year. I cannot go back to a decade and do it differently. I cannot undo the seasons when I was not living in my full capacity, when I was bouncing from job to job, driving myself with a relentless work ethic, the way my father had, until my body said no, and I spent a long time finding my way back. Those years happened, and yes, sometimes I feel the weight of them. But here's what I have come to understand. The feeling that you wasted years is often not really about the years at all. It is about right now. It is the fear that you are wasting this moment too, that you are still not doing enough, still not becoming enough, still not living the life you were meant to live. And the answer to that fear is not to look backward. It is to look at this next hour. Here is what I tell myself now when the weight of the past years tries to settle on me. Let me not waste this next hour, just this one, not the year, not the month, not even the day, this next hour, because if I do not waste this hour, and then the next one, and then the one after that, then this day will not have been wasted. And if enough days are not wasted, then this year will not have been wasted either. It sounds simple, and it is, but simple is not the same as easy. How do you make an hour count? You notice the abundance already around you, the people who love you, that is social wealth. The breath in your body, that is your life itself. The mind that is still working, still learning, still capable of being inspired, that is mental wealth. You do something in that hour that genuinely inspires you, something that draws on your gifts, your creativity, your imagination. Because when you create from your gifts, you are loving the world. That is not work, that is a livelihood. You take in nourishment, mentally, physically, emotionally. You listen, you connect, you stay present. And this, right here, is actually what the journaling prompts in my free guide are designed to do. Help you fill 1 hour at a time with genuine inspired action. The link is in the description below. You live that 1 hour like it is your dream life, because the dream life is not a destination. It is a quality of attention you bring to the hours you already have. When I stopped calling those years wasted, I started seeing clearly what they had actually built. A family, a beautiful, imperfect, deeply loved family that I raised and contributed to and nurtured and loved through every season, including the hard ones. I am a grandmother now, a matriarch, a woman who leaves something behind. And that life I have lived, despite never having a successful career, by anyone else's definition, was worth so much more than I gave it credit for. We are not a perfect family, but we are a happy one. And happiness that is real and earned and rooted in genuine love is a legacy that no job title or income number could ever replace. I just did not have the eyes to see it when I was standing in the fog, measuring myself against definitions of success that had nothing to do with who I actually am or what I was actually built to give. About 5 years ago, I came across something that stopped me completely. A single idea from a woman I follow named Reagan Hillier, who said that success is 80% inside work and only 20% strategy, tactics, and business. And I sat with that for a long time, because for the first time in my life, a ratio was making sense of my entire history. I had been trying to fix the 20%, the jobs, the strategies, the career, while the 80% was completely unaddressed, still unhealed, still in progress, still doing its slow and necessary work beneath the surface. Of course, the outside was not working. The inside work was not finished yet. And when I understood that, everything I had called wasted rearranged itself into something different. Not a catalog of failures, but a long, honest record of inside work, done slowly and painfully and without knowing what it was. The searching, the recovering, the starting over, all of it, inside work, all of it, building the foundation that everything I am creating now is standing on. I am 58 years old. And I want to tell you something about being 58 that nobody talks about honestly. The have-tos are gone. The pressure to perform, to achieve, to be something the world recognizes as successful, all of it has lifted. And what is left when that weight lifts is something I genuinely did not expect. Freedom. Pure creative freedom. I am moving forward with my inspirational livelihood now, not because I need to prove something, not because I am desperately trying to make up for lost time, but because I already am a success, and I am building from that foundation, rather than running from a deficit. I can do nothing in my career and still be worthy. I can do nothing and still love myself. And because that is true, because my worth is no longer tied to my output, every step I take now comes from fullness rather than fear. That is what the years gave me. Not wasted time, but the freedom to create from fullness. I want to speak directly now to the woman who is 40, 50, or 55, who is looking at her life and feeling the weight of the years she has been calling wasted. My grandma Carmen lived to 97 years old, and Malita, abuelita, the most loving word in Spanish for grandmother, is still alive and present at 96. By my count, I still have 40 years. 40 years of breath and purpose and inspired livelihood and love. And I feel fantastic stepping into them, not in spite of everything that came before, but because of it. Because the inside work is done, the foundation is solid, and the woman standing here now is ready in a way the younger version of her never could have been. So I am choosing to live those 40 years inspired. And I am asking you, gently, directly, from one woman to another, to choose the same. Choose to live your life inspired. Choose to have a livelihood that speaks to you, that has a purpose, that wakes you up in the morning with something real to give. As long as you have a breath in your body, it is never too late. I stopped calling them wasted years because they were never wasted. They were the inside work, the healing that had to happen before the outside could be built, the family that was the legacy all along, the freedom that only comes from having nothing left to prove. Reagan Hillier was right. Success is 80% inside work And I spent decades doing it slowly, painfully, without knowing that is what it was called. Now it's time for the 20%. And I have never been more ready. And if you are just beginning, start here. My free 30-day journaling guide, Feel It to Heal It, is linked in the description below. 30 prompts, completely free. 1 page at a time, 1 hour at a time. And when you are ready to go deeper, my Ask Better Questions, Create a Better Life workshop is also linked before. A 90-minute guided NLP experience using exalted questions designed to help you find the question that unlocks your next chapter. I am Yolanda. This is Frog's Little Tale. We are healed hearts in action. Dicho y hecho, said and done, we can write our own stories. Before you go, what is one thing you are going to do in the next hour that is genuinely inspired? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one. Now that you know what I found when I stopped calling the years wasted, I want you to watch this video next. It pairs perfectly with everything you just heard. Watch it here.